will see lions and hear the story and see the spot where the first ranger in Kruger National Park fought off 2 other lions long ago with a knife and his trusty dog. All this and more animals and scenery along the H10, and a great loop just north of it. We'll also check out a few picnic spots and a spectacular view site looking over some of the Kruger Savannah. So, let's go! The H10 is another great road near the Lower Sabi Rest Camp for game viewing. It's also a good road for the variety of scenery it runs through. Just past the turnoff to the Mullindozy, we ran into this spotted hyena. We saw a number of these animals throughout the park, but we heard much more of them in the night. They had 2 main calls, an eerie whoop and a laugh. There was a call for other hyenas to come help in a kill. The hyena makes its whoop call to identify itself. It is a very eerie sound at night. Some beautiful hooded guinea fowl. Then we met this lazy male lion. Well, 2 actually. This cinnamon-colored one is probably its sibling.
He looks so cute and friendly right there, but he doesn't to me. I don't think they ever will again after that night. Yeah.
The night I was referring to was a pride we ran across on a ranger night drive, eating a buffalo. That kill left an impression. You can see that in our first video, Lion Feast. The lions often lay out on the roads in the morning to soak up the comparative heat.
Seem to always be alert to everything, even stuff that's common. Yeah.
Then the lion on the road wandered off. And so did we. We kept moving north, continuing to gain elevation. I love baboons, but they're, I'm wary of them. But I think they look great. They always look like you're going through a tough neighborhood. Yeah. The Nakumbe view site, 1,290 feet above sea level. Here's the sign warning not to leave caskets or any other containers with human remains up here, ash or otherwise. From here you can see out to the plains below, which seems to go on forever, but less than 10 miles away, the bush and then the forest begin again. And we're off again. We travel on along a spine of the mountains, where you can see a view in all directions. Eventually we reach the turnoff to the S32, which leads to Orpin Dam picnic spot. This is another of Kruger's beautiful views. Baby hippos at Orpin Dam. This elephant scratched itself on the trunk of this tree before it took off. And we're off again. We're getting back on the S32, heading north. Here's a little spring along the road. Here's the connection with the S35, which heads north for about 11 miles until it hits the S37. This road starts in the hills, but eventually ends up in the savannah. Here's the Walhooter Lion Attack Memorial. This is the spot where that ranger was seized by a lion and then killed it with his knife. Oh, he killed it. And we're going to go see the skin in the Hamilton. It was here on an evening of August in 1903 that Ranger Harry Walhooter was attacked by 2 lions and lived to tell about it. He was scouting ahead of his group on horseback, followed by his dog Bull. Out of the tall grass came 2 lions. The first leapt on the horse's hindquarters, while the second went for the horse's head. Walhooter's horse bucked both the first lion and Walhooter off. The ranger fell onto the second lion, which quickly gripped the man by the shoulder and started to drag him away, while the horse galloped off, chased by the first lion and Walhooter's dog. Walhooter managed to get his knife out of its sheath and stabbed the lion twice in the body and once in the throat, severing its jugular vein. This lion released the ranger and ran off into the darkness. Walhooter staggered up, and thinking that the first lion might return after not catching the horse, made it up a tree. This tree, in fact, at least what's left of it. This was all done with only one good arm. The first lion did return and was trying to climb the tree when suddenly the dog bull rushed in. It barked and lunged and harassed the lion while keeping out of its way. It did this off and on until the lion finally moved a short distance off into the brush. Sometime later, the rest of the group arrived, and with fires and gunshots drove the lion from the area. 4 days of travel later, the whole group arrived in a town to the south. There Walhooter had his wounds tended to, and then he sent some men back to skin the lion. And you can see that lion skin and the knife in the Stevenson Hamilton Library in Skakusa Rest Camp. We moved north and then...
Is that a water buffalo? No.
Oh, is that an ostrich?
Maybe it is. That up ahead? Those things?
Yeah,
I was gonna say there's something up there, but he's
there are ostriches.
nice. I was wondering what the heck's up here eating, man. There's... Oh yeah. Totally ostrich. There's a bunch of them.
These ostriches were about 3 miles north of the Walhooter plaque. We were pretty excited because we were told that we probably wouldn't see any ostriches during our stay at Kruger. Just like Fantasia.
Yeah.
Pretty much right by the ostriches was the connection with the S-37, which we took south.
Didn't take long to switch back to scrub. Yeah, I thought for sure it would have been grassland until we hit the road. It was less, whatever, less than a mile.
Yeah, because when we were up at, it must be high here, that's why. Because there was grassland when we were in the H10 earlier. Then we reached the connection with the paved H13 road. You can take it south for about 8 miles to reach Shakwani picnic spot. Shakwani is one of the most developed picnic sites in the Kruger National Park. Here's the great covered area with the sausage tree coming out of the center of it. The hot food is cooked over an open fire. The toilets were separated into gents and dames in the park. Here's the baboon warning. Inside the gents. The menu for the day. Shakwani's shop. Birds and vervet monkeys were everywhere here.
That monkey just did a handstand.
The monkeys were fun to watch, but you couldn't leave food unattended or your car window open when they were around. And so we'll end today's journey with the monkeys of Shakwani.